225 coming at you with another reactionary video. So hit that like, subscribe, and become part of the kingdom. Man, hours after this aftermath, people still dealing with the aftermath of the slap heard around the world last night. And in fact, I made a video, which I'm gonna leave a link in the description because I need y'all to go see it, get my views up. Me talking about the incident fresh, raw. So after a couple of hours of letting this shit ruminate in my head and listen to other people's comments and tweets and their other opinions, I'm going to come from this from a red pill perspective now. So this is red pill, red pill, red pill. And why Will Smith's simp behavior is a detriment to all men. Especially all the comments I'm reading, how all the women, and FYI, this Twitter, Will Smith is still trending #1 on Twitter. Well, all the ladies like, yeah, even some men, it's like a divide. I'm on the side of, man, Chris Rock ain't deserve that shit for that little joke. That's some other shit that you know what I'm saying, that your emotions to build, and that was the breaking point. Like, but the fucked up part about it is that really pisses me off. The red pill part of this is all the women out there yeah, you supposed to protect your wife. That's how you protect your wife. That's how you do this. But men, I'm telling you, this is going to be an issue for us. Already we had to deal with these hot girl summer type females who thinking, oh, I could be out here all I want, and then I'm gonna give me a Russell Wilson like Ciara. I could just be for the street for Future, but then they gonna find my Prince Charming. It's already fucking their head up. Already got them confused and delusional. Now just imagine all the women out there that are defending this behavior that Will Smith did to another black man. I cannot stress this enough. He didn't have none of this energy for the dude who was D'ing down his wife. He didn't have none of this energy for all the media personalities, large portion of them white, questioning him and making jokes about his relationship. He decided to snap on a black man. Now just imagine the world that Will Smith creating and that he representing now, the simp, the ultra simp. And I love Will Smith. This pains me to say this kind of shit. Now it's at the level now that my wife can have an extramarital affair, talk about it, embarrass me, shame me, cheat on me, and all of a sudden now, I'm supposed to defend her. See where it's going? So the woman can be able to do anything, say anything, and be anything. But the man, oh, he still got to be a man. You got to defend your wife. You can't say nothing. Man, that dude up there crying after a joke, after being drugged for years by his wife. And we wouldn't have known y'all fucking business if she wouldn't have came out here selling it to the red table discussion. The red table. Man, I'm about to play a couple of clips for y'all. Probably gonna get copyrighted, claim, but shit, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because Uncle Shay Shay got on his ass. He said it better than I could have said it. Let's get to his clip of Shannon Sharpe opinion on the incident.
I was surprised and shocked as everybody because I'd never seen anything like this. This is the epitome. This is the height of what they do. This is the Oscars. This is not, we've seen at some of the award shows, and we don't need to name them, where people get to fighting, people get to shooting. But this is, people of elegance, and they, just, they're high and mighty, and they're dressed in their best, their Sunday best. And they're, this is where they go to be lauded for their performances. Yep. And to have Will Smith behave in this manner, he's talking about, disrespecting everybody. He's protecting his wife. Well, where was her protection of a man when she was at the red table talking about what she was doing with this entanglement? Where was her protection of her husband? Chris Rock is a comedian. What comedians do, they can do this better than anybody else. They can take a real life situation and make it funny. That's what comedians are. Comedians take situations, and that's why I say, we up here all the time, Skip, I say there's truth in jokes. Ugh. That's what they do.
There's the most truth in jokes.
So now what we're starting is a bold precedent. I'm saying something about somebody, oh, look at that weave, or look at this hair. Oh, man, bro, what you got on, man, that's terrible. He walks up on stage. What he should have done is what DC Young did last year when somebody came up on the stage and whipped him. Because, see, this is going to be out there for perpetuity. But also to be out there for perpetuity, I'd have come.
This is going to be out here in perpetuity. That means, yeah, I made a joke about your wife, and it was cringy. It wasn't funny. I agree with that. Maybe if he knew, maybe he didn't know about her alopecia. I understand all that. But it don't warrant you getting up and slapping no man in his face. Right? It do not warrant that. Getting up and slapping this man in the face.
On stage. What he should have done is what DC Young did last year when somebody came up on the stage and whipped him. Because
I ain't gonna lie, I whipped Will Smith ass too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not better than him. I still got a lot of nigga tendencies in me. You know what I'm saying? I understand all this shit, that man code they talk about, defend your woman, defend your wife. Shit, I would do that too. Man, if a man run up on me on some real shit, see, Chris Rock showed a lot of the strengths, restraint, and class by letting that shit slide. But bro, man, I'm like Shannon, bro. We'd have had a win, lose, draw. Motherfucker, you.
What he should have done is what DC Young did last year when somebody came up on the stage and whipped him. Because, see, this is going to be out there for perpetuity. But also to be out there for perpetuity, I'd have come up out that tux. I'd have whipped Will Smith ass.
I know you.
I would have whipped, he'd have had to whip me or I'd have had to whip him. And every time I see him, it's on sight. There ain't nothing to say. And hold on, I'm watching him at the Vanity Fair, and Will Smith is carrying on like ain't nothing happened. Yeah. And then you apologize to the Academy.
I'm gonna leave a link in the description so y'all can see that video too of him after the slap, after the war, after they gave it to him. He at the party like, shit, I ain't bothered.
Academy, you need to apologize to that man. Skip that. Let me tell you, there's three things, especially in our community.
They need count.
You say the N-word,
yep.
You spit on me, and you slap me. Because if you go back when we were less than, that's what they did.
Them three is almost death sentences in the black community, especially the spitting one. You know what I'm saying? You spit in a dude's face in these streets, boy, that dude might come slaughter your whole family. You know what I'm saying? He might not do it if you black, you call him an N-word. White person, he might do it. But slapping in our community, I thought it was just all around, man, regardless of the race. Slapping denotes that you so weak that I shouldn't even bother with using a closed fist against you. A slap on a man slapping a man is strictly used to embarrass and humiliate. Point blank, period. You slap a nigga who think he ain't gonna do, man, I'm gonna slap the fuck out you, boy. Bitch ass nigga.
They didn't punch you, they slapped you.
Got it.
Because that's the ultimate sign of disrespect. When you hear somebody, they don't say I'm gonna punch you, they say I'm gonna slap the you know what out of you. Because that's the ultimate sign of disrespect. Will Smith and his crowning achievement, he finally won an Oscar. And he's had some performances that he could have easily won one. Now,
finally won an Oscar. And every year, every time they bring up Will Smith winning the Oscar, it's going to be, oh, that's the year he slapped Chris Rock. Like, my nigga, I got my kids going, as Chris Rock, my kids going to have to see you humiliate me over and over and over and over and over again behind some shit between you and your wife that y'all, not y'all, that she exposed to the world. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, this is going to be a horrible precedent, men out here Women gonna feel delusional to believe that they can do whatever they want, and it is our duty and job as men to accept it and take it. Man, look, I ain't defending no chick who ain't loyal to me. I don't give a fuck. And they was like, "Oh man, Will Smith could have been cheating on her." But guess what? He ain't exposed that. He ain't talk about it. He ain't add out. And y'all can say, "Well, it's therapy." Okay, but it's therapy. Why in the fuck are you? Because to me, it's selling it. You discussing this shit on your show, on your red table discussion. Like, come on, bro. Will, you had the wrong energy for the wrong person. But you ain't gonna divorce your wife. You gonna sit there and take it.
Will Smith.
Man, my daughter writing letters about Tupac. Motherfucker ain't never met Tupac. Tupac was gone before you was even born. How the fuck you know about Tupac? Why your mama talking to you about her ex-boyfriend, how she still in love with this? I gotta hear my wife speaking about her having extramarital affairs in front of my children. Man, Will Smith, I know you going through it. I know you stressed, but it's not Chris Rock's fault.
Smith won the Oscar in 2022, but this overshadows it. He's never going to be able to live this moment down. What should have been his greatest moment, his best, his joy, is marred by this.
Because most people anticipated he was going to win Best Actor.
Right. Okay. And so now you take the moment away from Venus and Serena about their dad, the story about their family and their dad. You stole that moment from them. Why? Because he made a joke. This is the first time I get it. Chris Rock said something back in 2016 when Will Smith said he was going to boycott, and Jada said she wasn't coming also, and Chris Rock said, well, they didn't invite you anyway, so ain't nobody gonna miss you. But Skip, this for him to do that, considering some of the things that she had said at her round table about an entanglement, he ain't slapped that guy. That's the guy you should be mad about.
Yep.
I'm so disappointed.
Skip, the married man who say a lot of shit that people won't come slap him about, agree. Like, man, I'm supposed to get that energy. Not a dude who 4 inches shorter than you, 50 to 60 pounds smaller than you. You seem like a goddamn beta male bully, bro. Like, this shit is really making all men down. Will Smith, I still love you unconditionally because of the positive light that you shine. But bro, this is on the level worse than Kanye. These Kanye, you know what I'm saying? He expressed it. He tried to get out his therapy. He tried to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You bottling your shit in and letting it build to a point where it's just like, this ain't the Will Smith we recognize. Maybe we just never knew your ass.
Pointed because it's us. For the world to see, I don't know how many people was watching. Say 5, 10, 15, 20 million people was watching.
Not what it used to be, but go ahead.
But it's us. You see, it's us. And all y'all out there talking,
Shout out Ice Cube.
That's her man, his man protecting his woman. Really?
Really?
That's what y'all think this is about. It's embarrassing. Will Smith, I hope he went to bed. I hope he prayed. This was embarrassing to the highest degree.
Okay, I'll take it from a different perspective on this side of the table. I have watched these awards for many, many years.
Yeah.
You know how into film and movies I am. So I hang on their every word.
Yeah.
It's lost me a little bit over the last 4 or 5 years. And because the Lakers were on last night, I had to tape it. Usually I would watch it live, but I'm not going to preempt LeBron for this. So the point is, for those who don't know the ceremony, to your point about the high and mighty there, the goal of the stand-up comics who are either to open the show is to puncture said egos.
Right, he was a presenter, so he wasn't even the host.
He wasn't the host, but the goal of some presenters, and definitely the hosts, is to puncture egos of high and mighty, because Hollywood wants to send the message to the country, well, we don't take ourselves that seriously.
Right.
Okay, so I am the biggest Chris Rock fan. He is funny.
He is. Yeah, absolutely.
But he can be scathing funny.
Right.
This was a cheap shot at Will's wife because she does suffer from a hair loss condition that she's often talked about on her show and other mediums. And it was a low blow. It's just a cheap shot.
Right.
And I didn't love it because you could see Jada didn't love it immediately. And Will was still smiling, so it shocked me what he then did.
Right.
Okay, now I'm going to take it one step deeper. I think he knew pretty well that he was going to win this award, playing King Richard, obviously the father of the Williams
Venus and Serena.
And it almost felt like he lost it a little bit because he almost went to the Oscars in character, and he talked about it in his acceptance speech.
So he was
because he said art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams, but love will make you do crazy things. Well, Richard would have done the same thing in certain situations.
Oh, he ain't let nobody talk about the girls.
I don't think Richard would have slapped. No. He would have slugged. Because that's what got me. But I didn't think about the history of this. You make a very deep and powerful point that eluded me, because the neighborhood I grew up in, it was a lower class, sort of middle to lower class. It had a real lower class with a white trashy side on it. Listen, nobody slapped. Nobody slapped.
Nobody.
When you engaged with your fist closed. Right. And you didn't talk about it, you just threw. Right. And I was taught very little, but I was taught by my father, you finish it before it starts. Okay, right? Okay.
That's the first thing you skip. Here's the thing, what Chris Rock should have thought about. I say the joke. The person that I say the joke about, her husband, so now I already feel tension. I feel confrontation. Or I'm getting off the first one. Because the moment I feel confrontation, I got to end it.
And y'all niggas don't think Uncle Shay about that action? Boy, y'all better look at his jacket. Shay would have whooped Will Smith's ass. Like, real talk. They got a lot of dudes out here, man. Listen, again, I understand the need to defend your wife. I was telling my homeboy last night when this happened, it'll had the same impact between Will Smith and Chris Rock. If Will Smith, when he got up, instead of him going up there on some emotional bitch shit and slapping that man in the face, give him one of them half-brother hugs and pull him in tight, whisper in his ear and say, man, keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. You know, he the only one gonna hear that. I don't gotta do all this fake-ass, emotional, on display shit for the whole everybody. Everybody's still gonna be like, what was that? But it's just between him, Will, and after Will, you know, Chris Rock wife, and, you know, Will Smith wife. They'd talk about it then. But that would have been, to me, you know, the regular shit. Oh, you say something about me? Okay, all right. Because they had a lot of commercial breaks with, you know, Tyler Perry and Denzel Washington consulting, crying, Will Smith. Man, miss me with them fucking tears. Okay? Like, that'd have been an instance, okay, you said what you said. You got them laughs. Commercial break. Come here, Chris. Let me talk to you for a second. If you would have slapped him in, that'd have been one thing. Listen, dog. I know you're a comedian, but don't make this your last time speaking on my motherfucking wife. You hear me? With more respect. But for you to get on this, y'all, people don't understand how a certain way of living is drilled in black black young men. You know, like, oh, you can't embarrass us. You can't act niggerish. You can't do this. You must always represent the community in a positive light. Now all I hear is rappers talking about shit. I Will Smith slapping motherfuckers. Next time I have issue, I'ma slap a motherfucker. And y'all delusionally think that y'all don't be influenced by these entertainers. It's straight bullshit. Okay? Now not only you gonna have people thinking they can, trust me, you're not gonna get away with this shit, rappers. They're gonna lock your ass up. Okay? What is the difference between Antonio Brown taking off his shirt, leaving in the middle of the game after him and his white coach got into a confrontation? He didn't hit nobody, but y'all was ready to roast him, call him all kinds of uncouth niggas. I guess y'all like Will Smith and Antonio Brown. Both of them, to me, was just as embarrassing. What's the between Kanye West actions? Him always speaking out. What's the between Kanye West saying, slavery is a choice? Both of them going through mental issues. Oh, because you don't care for Kanye, but you love Will Smith. Let's get more into this shit, how this impacted others. Let me show you this on Twitter. It says, look at this. This is the producer, Will Packer, a black producer. You know what I'm saying? He produced the Oscar show. Now, that's how society's going to say us. Oh, okay, when you give black people too much, this how they going to act. Oscar's so black now. Okay, we give Will Smith the award, and then we let a black man produce it and run the show, and it turned to the Source Awards. See, this shit going to make him look bad. You know how hard it's going to be for them to be like, okay, we're going to give another black producer a chance to produce the Oscars. Y'all don't think that's going to affect other people who had no involvement, because they always view us as, one of you do it, y'all done did it. Y'all think it's a game, bro. Look at these faces these people got on, bro. Shocked faces. Oh my God. The Negroes. And this is Mel Gibson. You know when Mel Gibson shocked and appalled in front of kids, bro? In front of kids? And Will, you did that shit bad, bro. You did that shit bad, bro. I had to make a second video because you did that shit bad, bro. Hit that like, subscribe, and become part of the kingdom.